Welcome to Synchro Training Part 1. So we'll start today with user interface and basic navigation. This is the quick second quick access reveal. You can find shortcuts for 3D home, open a existing file, save file, options, options for synchro settings, 3D view, and Gantt chart. We can change the time, color, and general position of. Coming to 3D view, we can change display in 3D view, the color of 3D view. And this is a ribbon which has individual tabs for synchro. Plan tab will be having the planning part of 4D, the baseline tasks, Gantt chart options, assigning resources. Here you will get tabs for appearance profile, 3D object resource, select all, invert selection, zoom all, 3D filter, task and path filters, and critical path filter. In 3D tab, you will find the options for 3D manipulation. This is for to create 3D, basic 3D. And this option is for extrusion. This tab is for to edit 3D, transform. 3D tab will be having option for 3D paths, cutting plane, selection method, zoom. Again, we can find the filters, 3D filter, 3D view. We can on multiple 3D view from here. The on of the view 3D view queue option is here in the 3D ribbon to on and off the 3D view queue. And we can resize a Gantt chart window and 3D window as per our requirement. If you double click on 3D window, it will come out. We can use it on second screen. You can see the little gadgets here. We can dock anywhere we want. Here or here. Left side we have tabs for 3D object, appearance profile, animations, resources, resource group, docs, user fields, external data which includes imported schedule, DAFR, dynamic cloud detection, 3D paths. If it is not available here, we need to on it. We're going to from 3D ribbon. For example, 3D objects. Need to go to you can see show or hide 3D objects window. If I untick it, the 3D object will go. We need to, uh, any window is not visible here, we need to on for going to the windows. This pin is to hide. Then we can pin it. Right side windows are for task properties. If you select any task, these are the task properties. General 3D path, line, uh, window for resource properties, 3D view properties, 3D properties. You can manipulate any 3D object. You can translate, scale, align, rotate. From 3D properties, there is a indicators. Access indicator, we can on and off. Grids, legend, 3D paths. By clicking this little triangle, we can expand and collapse. Or we can right click, expand all or branch, collapse. We can collapse to by level wise, level 1, level 2. This expand collapse is probably for Gantt chart also. Right click, expand all. Expand branches. So the every task will be expanded. By pressing center wheel, we can pan, and by rotating scroll, we can zoom in, zoom out. When we scroll, the Gantt chart both will rotate simultaneously. This is focus time. We can use my center wheel for to scroll, zoom in and zoom out. To reset layout to the default position, option is here on Windows, reset placement. Layout is reset to default position. This is the status bar. You select any object, it will show the status. See, the only one object is selected. Filter is off. Is a focus time date. Is a 3D view window. This window is called links, the links which are given in schedule. Resources, resource groups. If we create a resource group, the properties will be available here. Codes, if any codes are given inside a schedule, the codes will come. And risk. This is for analysis. Monitoring actual cost. Budgeted directed cost. Cost totals. This is the property for EVA graphs. User fields. User field nothing but the properties which are in the parenting file. Here the nodes will be available. By going to file, you can start new project or open existing project. This is for save as project. This type is for to import schedules. We can import .NET PMA, Microsoft Project XML, Primera P6, IFC. This is tab to import 3D synchro project. We can import .sp file, which is exported using plugin from parenting file. Parenting file means like Revit or SketchUp, Bentley softwares. There are separate plugins. You can export a cache file directly from parenting file. This is to export. Yeah, general printing option. To rotate in 3D window, we need to click on mouse. We can rotate by using mouse left click option. Or we can use the 3D view cube. To rotate around a object, we need to select that object by left click, and 3D window will rotate around that object. To escape selection, we can left click. The left click, it works for both for selection and for deselect. To deselect all selected three objects, we need to use escape. For single, just left click, select, again left click to deselect. To zoom in and out, we need to use central wheel. If you right click, you will get a resource wizard, zoom all option, zoom selected objects, viewpoints, filter option, isolate selected, hide selected, critical path filter, critical create filter from selected. Here we can going to the create option, we will get basic 3D creation option, space, cylinder, box, extrusion, text, and going to edit option, you will get transform to manipulate 3D, and this is to reset transform. This option is to color individual object, and delete option, load selected, unload selected. 3D object window is mostly we'll use 3D objects window. Whatever the 3D imported, it will come here. And second is the resources. The resources will be created automatically. We can create by our requirement using resource wizards. Resource groups. We can group number of columns, files, and add to a single activity. To sort and group the columns in Gantt chart, we need to right click, customize column. It's just like the how we'll use the schedule columns. We can add finish dates, duration, cost. We can remove. We can add sorting order. This number indicates the resources added to respective activity ID. For example, for perimeter fence, there are 3 resources assigned. The blank means there are no 3Ds assigned for this activity. This column is for duration of activity, the start date, finish date, 3D resources. Currently, this 3D view is under examine mode. So I can easily zoom in, zoom out and examine. We can go for work mode by using this camera option. You can use arrow keys to walk left and right. To use work mode, we need to the arrow keys. For left side, we need to use left arrow key. For right side, we need to right arrow key. To move forward, up arrow key. It's better to keep always examine. And there are different camera mode also, like for pan, you can use the pan camera mode. For wait, to keep auto save, we need to on the settings. We need to go to the options, general, auto save. If we off this one, the synchro won't save automatically. So better to keep always auto save. To review the assigned 3D object and activity, we need to go to the 4D review. Here we can display at the rate of 12 hours or 1 minute, 10 minutes, up to 3 months. this option you need to on when you are need to navigate through Gantt chart. The same option will come for animation also. Here the both play focus time for Gantt chart calendar and for animation. This to play the sequence. I will keep this one 2 weeks ahead. This will need to move the focus into the start of the project. You can see the assign the 3D changing as per the schedule. Move to finish. The whole 3D is coming. Move to start. Starting from the site execution work. The sequence is started when I press the play option. To stop, there is a stop icon here. When you double click, it will center to the activity ID.